Ladies and babies, welcome back to SlappyMeats Plays Phantasy Star 4. When we last left off, we climbed up the Courage Tower because we are so brave. And we battled Saluz, the other guardian of towers upon this planet. Now it is about time we traipse on back and have another little chat with Leroof. Maybe on the way I will go ahead and set him on fire, just to satisfy what's inevitably in everyone's head when they hear his name. Oh shit! Ah, thanks Rune, you're now the designated healer. Rika, you need your other weapons back. Now let's see, we got the rest of the rings. First guy gave us 3 rings. This guy, stingy. For being so courageous. Sure holding back on us. 2 rings, god. Maybe he doesn't have hands himself, so he didn't know what to do with it. So I don't know, how many rings can you carry? I don't know. So we got the Algo ring. In fact, take a look. Nothing is known. Yeah. Nothing is no. Everything is coming up, Algo. I'll go ahead and put it on then. Oh, speaking of putting things on, put some things on Rika. Going against all conventional instinct. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dude, she's 1. Come on, settle down. Oh shit. I got slipped my mind to heal Chaz. And it didn't matter, because I didn't take the opportunity to input the command to do so either, so leave it up to Guard Rod. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's fine, it's fine. See, he gained a level. He's fine. He's fine. There's no indication of his current state of health, but he's fine, he's fine. Levels, he's happy. Yeah. Look at him, he's dancing. Danced. Oh, before I go see Leroof, fuck you, Crimson Heads is first. These guys, despite being red, I don't know if it's that they're of an undead nature, or if they're supposed to be red stone, or whatever. Things on this planet seem to succumb pretty well to Firestorm. That ain't bad, that was the weakest version. Maybe it's just the level of magic defense or something. I'm not sure. I'll try Blizzard as well. But let me hop on down here. Just fucking... Oh, they don't death effect. I mean, I thought they did, but maybe not very often. Fair rod. Why am I not just re-okaying to Silence Tower? Silence! Is my answer to that. Yeah, Guardra! Yeah! This is a good macro for... Oh. Still, this is a good macro for long-term fights. I don't want to really say grinding, because I feel like we're a little bit past the point of grinding. That's actually not true, but for now, yeah. Okay. Got him. So, okay, fighting them on foot. 2181 experience. Alright, you guys. I'll try Blizzard. It's the weak one of this, too. It really just seems the most economical. I mean, Nazan, yeah, that was slightly weaker, but I don't know if that's just because of the dice roll. Nazan and Nawat cost so much more that, like, the damage output doesn't seem worth it because it's a strictly, it takes 2 characters to do it. So unless you're dealing with a group of enemies that's weak against it, it's kind of not worth doing at all. If you're going for a boss, you want a different element and a stronger combination. Because, yeah, it's a strong one, but better for groups. In fact, the only single target combination we will see later. There is only one single target combo attack. I hear a voice coming from somewhere. Oh, it's anger.
Who dares to enter the anger tower?
No, I didn't force that enough because I'm getting close to the mic to say that.
Who dares to enter the anger tower? Begone!
Just gotta back up from the mic for that one. When they're like the reverberating voices, you want to get close to it, so it sounds like it's reverberating. But it's anger, so theming. This is why Uruka. I wanted to just drop by the anger tower real quick. Also, why was the anger tower the most soothing color? Save. Oh, look at that. Pretty close to where I was. Subtle roof! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not even controlling this. They want me to rush directly into the center of the galaxy for poignant music and conversation. Oh, hang on. Water.
Ah, protectors. You have carried out your mission well. You have proven yourselves, and I can enlighten you with the secret of Algo's Sega. Many billions of years ago, a spiritual life form split into 2 lesser beings who eventually began to fight. After a long and terrible battle, there was finally a victor. The winner banished the enemy spiritual life form to another dimension.
Dimension X. He's hanging out with Krang. It's cool. They got friends.
We called the victorious side the Great Light, and the defeated side the Profound Darkness.
Sick. I know it was 1. Whatever. I see! Light and darkness!
Yes. Moving along. The Great Light feared the resurrection of the Profound Darkness and placed a seal over the dimensional portal.
A seal?
That's right. A gigantic seal of 3 planets on 1 fixed star.
That can't be.
Yes, it is. Don't interrupt. The Algo solar system. The Great Light also distributed protectors of the seal between 3 tribes.
It's among the roof. Among 3 tribes.
The Parmanians, Motavians, and Desilicians. But there were fluctuations in the strength of the seal. Once every 1,000 years, its power would weaken drastically. As a warning of this phenomenon, the Great Light created Rycross, which returns to Algo once every 1,000 years, and myself, Leroof.
But what use is an invisible planet as a warning? It's a fucking good question, Chaz.
The Great Light knew that. Come on, the Great Light thinks of everything. The Great Light knew that through the generations, the Protectors would forget their mission, so Rycross was designed to break its silence when the seal's final moment came, to remind the Protectors of the mission they were born to do.
The seal's final moment? What do you mean by final moment?
Throughout time, the Profound Darkness has seethed with animosity and the need for revenge. And once every 1,000 years, when the strength of the seal weakens, the most intense part of the Profound Darkness's hate-filled spirit is able to break through the portal and come to Algo in physical form.
So that's what Dark Force was.
Every time, a courageous person would defeat Dark Force, and bring about a brief period of peace by expelling it. But the profound darkness is patient, and finally it destroyed the planet of Parma in battle.
That means part of the seal is gone.
That's right. And now, 1,000 years later, the profound darkness is trying to break completely free, at last.
The seal's final moment. Are you saying that it's happening now?
Maybe.
Maybe? Are you being coy all of a sudden?
The darkness will once again wield its frightening power, and force you to believe in a thing called love. And completely break the seal, or
what?
Someone will conquer the darkness, and render that song no longer popular, and the seal meaningless.
Someone like us.
Protectors, listen carefully. If the darkness escapes, the seal, that is, the Algo solar system, will certainly be destroyed. The only way to prevent this is to go to the darkness, enter its dimension, and destroy it. As long as you have those rings of the stars, you should be able to withstand the largest part of the power of the darkness. So the time has come. Obey the will of the great light and attack the profound darkness. This is the very mission that you, as protectors, have been born to.
Who do you think we are? Chaz, I've been listening patiently, and you keep talking about this mission. I'm not gonna fight for no mission. And anyway, where is this great light now? What's it doing?
The great light is no longer present in this galaxy. It has gone far away.
You're telling me he hands down missions and he goes off somewhere? Give me a break! Cowabunga! Gnarly! Bogus! Missions? Protectors? Who the heck cares? It has nothing to do with us. No way am I gonna fight for someone like that. I'm going to live by my own will. Chaz!
There is no one single truth, Chaz.
He kind of did say that himself, I think, with the Rappy mission for the Hunters Guild.
Chaz Ashley, you have set foot on Rycross. You must hurry, whatever path you choose.
Now, this really is the moment of the story where Chaz grows the fuck up. Like, he sounds petulant, right? It sounds like he's throwing a little tantrum and saying, I don't wanna, nah. But consider Lerouf's story. Like, I mean, this is a game in 1994. Video games were just starting to get into proper storytelling and story development. I mean, they've been doing that for a while, but it's becoming more commonplace for there to be more rich stories than there were before. You know, even in the scope of RPGs, you know, the stories were still simple from the outset of gather the items and save the planet. Yeah, we kind of did that, but we had a lot of more personal motivation and things that drive each character forward. And it wasn't, I mean, I didn't do this as a kid. I mean, I was kind of along for the ride. But, like, nowadays, I don't know, maybe it's just kind of how I do. I'm sure a lot of you folks do this as well. You just tend to analyze the media that you digest, analyze the stories you get into, and kind of try to digest the implied morality of each character and, you know, what drives them forward, and the morality of the universe in which they're operating. One of the reasons I really didn't like Final Fantasy X, but we'll, you know, another day. Chaz, you come to Rycross and you encounter this disembodied voice, and he's telling you this story. Yeah, sure, it's fair to take a disembodied voice's words at face value, assume that they're telling the truth, because everything leading up to this point kind of lends credibility to the fact that, yeah, he's being legit to you. Arrow Prism and all that, Dark Forest, natural disasters, you fight all these things, you come here, you get the answers. The Profound Darkness and the Great Light were named so because of victory. It's exactly that victory writes the victor writes the history books sort of mentality. It's called Great Light because he won, not because it was this supernatural spiritual being split into two distinct forms of good and evil. It was two forms that just eventually began to fight. That's, exactly how Leyroof put it. These two forms began to fight, and then the one that was victorious, his exact words, the one that was victorious, we call the Great Light. And so the Great Light's like, the Great Light wins, fucking gives the big boot to the, thusly dubbed Profound Darkness, and seals it away by creating a solar system. And then all the life forms that were apparently created by the Great Light are there to do its bidding of sealing away its spiritual, supernatural, ethereal, mystical, godlike enemy. And Chaz has, he's the only one who raises issue with this. Everyone's like, oh, we must fight for what's right. But, what the fuck is right? This is a might makes right situation, where the Great Light is now barking down orders. He hands down orders, or he, she, whatever the fuck it is. It's light, I guess. Light as we know it. Get a little more meta, and you start thinking, everything that these beings that were created by the Great Light perceive is based on the Great Light's own selfish reckoning of the universe at large. Saying that, I won, so I am right. Now I must do what it takes to prevent my enemy from coming back. So, Chaz, he's definitely grown up at this moment. I mean, the moment in which he's supposed to be shown to be grown up. And also, sorry for the long hold on this screen, but I really want to mention this point. I try to get interesting with my discussion or monologue, whatever, narration. Yeah, that. The moment that he's supposed to be shown to grow up is coming up shortly, where he answers the call to action. I mean, I think this one does really closely tie in with the hero's journey story structure, but maybe a couple of deviations. But still, there's always got to be, right before the actual conflict with the big bad, there's always got to be some sort of doubt. And this is supposed to be doubt, but it's extremely justified. And the call to action, answering the call to action with the mystical thing, well, that's going to happen soon. So we'll press on to this. But I want to note that this seems to be the more mature, because every other boss fight, you notice, he says, "Let's go!" Every single thing up to this point, he's been fully committed to. This, hearing Leyroof's story, is the only time he's been like, well, why? Even when Alice died, he had some little internal strife and internal doubt, but when Alice died, he was still like, I'm still gonna fucking fuck up Zio. I'm still gonna fuck up Zio. I still know what I must do. And he thusly did. And then pressed on to defeat Dark Force and, climbed the ladder of intergalactic spiritual forces till here we are, dealing with the issue of Profound Darkness. And now he's saying, fucking, who says you're right? Okay. Chaz, what are we to do? Rune. What is it, Chaz? And he expounds on, on this now. Pretty much everything I just fucking... Okay. To tell the truth, I don't know what's going on. Oh, great. When Alice died, you explained things to me. And Rika tried to lift my spirits, but in truth, I really didn't understand. I could only see that the person who taught me everything had died. I would have sacrificed anything, even my life, for the peaceful repose of Alice's soul. But gradually I found out that there are people who depend on me to fight. That's all fine, isn't it? Chaz. But I can't have the fate of all Algo rest on my shoulders. Moreover, this fighting is a mission handed down from the Great Light. If we have to dance to its tune, we're no different than Zio. See, that's the moment. Like the first reason that he just gave. You know, I don't want all Algo to be depending on me. That's supposed to be a little bit more of the immaturity direction speaking. This isn't a responsibility I'm willing to bear. But this one, yeah. The questioning why. The what is morality in this case if we are nothing but blind followers? I can't blame you for thinking that way, but Chaz, there's someone I want you to meet. Let's go to the Esper Mansion. The answer lies there. Esper Mansion seems to be a pretty narratively important place. Quite a few plot developments happen there, and that's a pretty big plot point to rip from the clutches of Rycross, because Rycross is the hidden planet to serve as the warning signal of the impending great evil. Quote-unquote, evil. Profound darkness. So for the cool Esper Mansion where this wizard hangs out, it's a pretty good narrative throne it's sitting on there. And of course, it also makes sense, kind of as a symbol of, well, we'll see when we get there. Now, clearly, well, you know what? No, I'll save it. I'll save it till after all this. I already gabbed on enough. And held on a still image in a cutscene for way too long. So you're a friend of Kyra, please come in. Was it? Yeah, it was the Dormian. Does anybody say anything different? Because, we fixed the place, and now Wall of Ice. So you don't know that the illness is gone. The black spiritual wave is dealt with. Snowstorm has subsided, but not the Wall of Ice. It will take time for things to get back to normal. Yep. Would you bust out the rock salt or something? Come on. Weather should improve a little with this. With what? What? Something's going to happen. I can tell. My chest is throbbing violently. Something's always going to happen. I mean, what do you... Maybe you should just get that looked at. Those palpitations can't be healthy. So we're borrowing the inner room again. I've got something to give to Chaz, if you know what I'm saying. We're borrowing my private chambers.
Surely you're not going to give that to a youth like this!
Youth! Yeah! I know it's supposed to sound impertinent, but it's indignantly saying, youth, what do you mean? But it's just so much more fun to think that he's like, youth! In a Mickey Mouse Mouseketeers. Like a little Mouseketeers pose. Youth! Anyway, there's no one other than Chaz. You've got to believe me. For my private chambers.
I understand, Reverend Fifth One. I will say no more. I will turn a blind eye to these proceedings. Do what you will.
I don't know if I like the sound of this.
Chaz, the sacred sword Alcidian awaits you. Zip. What?
The sacred sword Alcidian? I call mine Ricky. He probably would. Meh.
It's probably the one and only weapon that has the power to destroy the profound darkness. Go, Chaz, alone. Go. Come and meet with Alcidian. Beckoning to him.
Rune. Where's Raja when we need him? You're barking up the wrong tree, Rune. I tried that already. Meat Alcidian? M-E-A-T Alcidian? Alright, it's a sacred sword we're talking about. Maybe I should quit with the dick jokes. SlappyMeats, quit with the dick jokes. Come on now. That's right, Rune. And at that time, you should find the answer you're looking for. Hi. Chaz, pull yourself together. I know it's hard to take, but you'll get used to it. Human beings are so complicated. How many entry ports do they actually have? Oh dear. Here, let me heal you. Then get going. I know it's hard the first time. Alright, okay. Alright, entering the cave. Oh, Sacred Sword Cave. Oh, that's a thing to call it. Oh, I can't macro. Got a command. Phantom. Upon entering the Sacred Sword Cave, Chaz is face to face with these. Oh, how would I put it for the best effect? Cloudy, milky white beings. Too forced? Well, this whole thing is pretty forced, if you ask me. Or if you ask Chaz. Oh, zing! See, I have to balance out all the analysis and perhaps thoughtful potential for discussion with clumsy sex jokes about, doing it in the butt. Here's also a thing. Take that off. In fact, go naked. Oh, damn. Don't go naked. Just take off the guard sword. Go naked and... Okay, you know what? Kind of already implied a little bit. Meet the Sacred Sword. So this is the Sacred Sword Alcidian. What? I hear a voice from somewhere.
Ah, you have made it. Chaz Ashley. This is the place where the spirits of those who fought to protect Algo return to. Alcidian is the sword sheltered by those spirits. Now, Chaz, you must take Alcidian in your hands.
Swing! Cool pose! Yeah, I'm a hero! Whoa. Hey! It's the first incarnation of Dark Force. And, look, it's Noah and shit. I forget the other guy. And here we go. Yeah, it's the one, this is the one that I know better. But just there she is. No, Nia! It was sad. Sacrifice. Oh, Alice and Nia and Alice. I mean, the Alice reference was, I guess, supposed to be somewhat less than subtle for those who played the Phantasy Star franchise before, but a little bit of a twist, but making it Chaz, I suppose.
So you are Chaz, whom Rune selected. You were able to understand.
That! She just appears. Hi.
Chaz, I entrust to you the care of Alcidian. All of our thoughts are stored within that sword. We will all be with you, Chaz. Always. So...
Don't worry. Leave it to me. I knew it. I knew you could take it. Alcidian promised that it would give you power. There was no mistake in my judgment. Rune. Chaz. Let's go save Algo. Right. We're doing it for all life in Algo, and to create a future that is truly free of terror. A future unbound at last from the evils of the past. For that, I will fight. Chaz. Let's conquer, Chaz. That sounds a little less noble the way you put it. For Algo. Okay. Conquer. We have an emergency. Oh, for God's sake. Demi informs us that disaster has erupted on Matavia. Chaz! Alright, let's hurry to Matavia. Well then. Okay, let's say, Jesus. Telepathy ball, that's what it's called. Yep. Well, let's hurry to Matavia. Next time